Welcome to Time of Death. This video is for informational purposes and in no way meant to glorify or condone violence. In today's video, we'll be discussing the murder of Joshua Mario Martinez. Martinez died on Tuesday, August 6, 2013, in the 100 block of East Colorado Boulevard in Pasadena, according to LA County coroner records. Fernando Sabino Ramirez was subsequently arrested and charged with the murder. The following is the evidence at trial. On August 5, 2013, defendant Ramirez attended the Ixtapa Club in Pasadena with Timothy Coley and Coley's sister Ashley. Accompanying them was Jonas Ramos, Angel Moroyoki, and Jonathan Aquino. Also present in the club was a group of members of the United States Marine Corps, including the victim Joshua Martinez, Andrew Olson, and Christopher Chung. The Marines were not on duty. In the company of the Marines were Mary Rivera and two other females. Coley testified that at some point, Ashley returned from the club's restroom crying. Ashley said that while she was using the restroom, a man walked in on her. The man's conduct angered Coley. Later, defendant Ramirez remarked to Coley, "Hey, some guy just walked into the bathroom on your sister." According to Coley, defendant was mad. Coley and defendant went to the club's patio, where Coley saw that Ramos, Moroyoki, and Aquino were also upset. Michael Hernandez, a bouncer at Ixtapa, testified that he saw 5 men surround one of the Marines near the dance floor. The group directed angry remarks towards the Marine, who remained calm. Shortly afterward, a female pulled the Marine away. To defuse the situation, Hernandez asked the Marines group to leave the club. The Marine and his friends were compliant and agreed to do so. As they left the club, the other group watched them with pretty aggressive-looking expressions. Although Hernandez did not identify defendant as among the 5 men who surrounded the Marine, he saw defendant in the club that evening and believed that defendant was a member of an angry and aggressive-looking group that gathered in the club's patio after the incident involving the Marine. Coley testified that his group gathered in the Ixtapa's patio, where defendant said, "Let's go get them," or "Let's go get those guys." Coley, Ramos, Moroyoki, and Aquino then followed defendant out of the club and onto the street. They saw victim Martinez, Olson, and Chung standing by a light post close to Barney's Beanery, a restaurant near the Ixtapa. The events that followed were recorded by 2 video cameras. One was in a taxi parked in front of the Ixtapa, and the other was on the roof of Barney's Beanery. The prosecution called several witnesses regarding the events outside the Ixtapa, as shown in the video recordings from the cameras. According to Coley, when defendant's group moved toward the 3 Marines, victim Martinez was facing the street with his back to Barney's Beanery. As defendant and his friends neared Martinez, Coley passed Olson. Defendant approached Martinez from behind and punched him 1 time. Martinez fell to the ground. After defendant struck Martinez, fighting broke out. Nearby, Olson stabbed Ramos and Moroyoki. Although Coley testified that during the fight he didn't see Olson draw or use a knife, he also stated that the taxi video recording showed that the stabbings occurred after defendant punched Martinez. Olson testified that while in front of Barney's Beanery, he noticed some individuals approaching with their eyes on Martinez. Moments later, he heard a loud hit and saw several persons attack Martinez, including defendant, Ramos, Moroyoki, Aquino, and Coley. Martinez's head struck the ground with great force and blood came from his mouth. In order to distract the assailants from Martinez, Olson drew a knife and stabbed the closest person attacking Martinez. He later stabbed another person. The altercation ended when the assailants saw Olson's knife and warned one another, he has a blade, don't fight him." Olson and his friends then chased the assailants away. Shortly afterward, Olson threw the knife away and changed his clothes. When questioned by police officers, Olson said that he had used a knife and described where it was. Pasadena Police Detective Quang Pham testified that after the incident outside Barney's Beanery, he interviewed Olson, who showed him the location of the knife Olson had used. Pham concluded that Olson had stabbed 2 people because they attacked him. Martinez suffered a severe cranial injury that rendered him comatose. He later died of that injury. Following the trial, defendant Fernando Sabino Ramirez was convicted of involuntary manslaughter and assault by means likely to produce great bodily injury. The court sentenced defendant to a total term of 7 years in prison. Joshua Mario Martinez was 25 years old at the time of death.